Hey, this is April with No Spring Chicken. How's it going, everybody? I am here today with my boba. I finally got a boba tea. It is a matcha Thai. I got a big one because I actually thought, like, after I pick it up from It's Boba Time in LA, that's where I got it. It's Boba Time. It's boba time. I thought I would maybe drink it on the way over here, but I didn't even open it because I really want to get that pop. I was hoping for every episode to get the boba pop, the boba top pop. So we're gonna do that live on this episode right now. So if you're drinking your boba, great. But if you haven't started yet, do the lid pop with me, and that is stabbing the lid with your straw. Okay. Let's get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay. Do you have your straw? All right. So one. I'm just going to count. I'll do a countdown. I can't really do it on the microphone. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I've been meaning to do something like that on each episode. I just decided today that like each episode I should be doing that. I'm kind of cheating though. I don't have boba in here. I have red bean matcha Thai. %50 sugar. There's also a dog here. This is a dog that I dog walk. Her name is Lucy. She's a black lab. Right now she's playing with a ball, trying to throw it to herself. It's really cute. She has her foot on the ball as if she could control. I don't know. Oh, she's putting her foot on the green ball, the green tennis ball, and then kind of putting her foot on it to like flick it up and then catch it. She's so cute. I can show you guys. You guys want to see her? I'll let you see her.
Lucy. Hi. Hi, Lucy. What's up?
I'm actually not dog sitting. I just dog walk her. This is her backyard. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I'm changing locations for this season of No Spring Chicken. I'm trying to change up where I film, and I've been really lucky to be able to do different places. My backup is my balcony at my apartment or a park in North Hollywood. So I might do that. There's a park I really love that's near my dentist's office. I might do an episode out there. And then next week I'll be in Arizona. I'm in Arizona then September 19th through September 30th. And guess what, guys? I'm going to the Charlie Kirk funeral because he's from Arizona. I'm not a fan of him, but I thought I would endanger my life by going to his funeral in the stadium. So the anti-MLK Jr. of our lifetime. Going to support. I'm actually going because my parents are Republican. That's not why I'm going, but that's how also my neighbor in Arizona, like my parents' neighbor does social media or like a website for Charlie Kirk. So I don't know why my parents are going or how they are going to this funeral at all, but it's maybe because of that person who lives next to my parents. But I'm going there to be the only one who's not grieving. I'm going there to just analyze and just observe people and, you know, not feel empathy, but maybe feel some sympathy. Actually, what I'm hoping for. Now, I'm a comedian, so I have to have a funny angle, of course, but I'm hoping that somebody for the Arizona Republic newspaper takes a photo of like the massive amount of people that are there or not there. I don't know how many people are going to show up. It's at the Cardinal Stadium, so I assume a lot of people are going to be there. I want them to take a photo of like the crowd, and they're all praying. They're all just like have their heads down, or they look sad. And I want to be the only one who's like looking around like, hey guys, he doesn't want empathy, or he doesn't want us to feel bad for him. Like, what's going on? I just want to be the only one. Like, imagine a bunch of people like looking down or just have their heads down. And then I'm like the only one just with their head up, confused. I thought it'd be a funny photo for a newspaper. They'd be like, who's this lady with her head up? Has to be justified, and the justification is that let's celebrate someone's life. Let's not feel bad, you know? That would be the justification for that. Because in improv, I do improv, you have to justify it. So, okay, here's the episode this week. Okay, I really liked the jokes that I don't tell episode, so I'm doing this episode is more jokes I don't tell. There's Lucy. I knew she'd show up on camera eventually. I probably didn't even need to show you her. She's just behind me. Let's see what she's doing. She's adorable. Yeah, see, she plays ball with herself. I walk her for like 3 hours a week. Yeah, she is great. She's a cutie. Yeah, she's awesome. So this week we're gonna do more jokes I don't tell. And I have to practice for a comedy show tonight. I have a comedy show tonight. I'm gonna adjust this. I have a comedy show tonight at the Broadwater Theater in LA. But by the time this posts, I'm filming this on Saturday. You're gonna see this on a Sunday, so the show's already over. Don't go. But I have a show today at like 4:10 p.m. It's so weird. I'm glad to be on it, but it's a weird time. I wanted to go over this really quick. Okay, I forgot to mention last week I was in Arizona around the 27th/31st of August, and I went there for my nephew's birthday party. That's why I bought a flight to go to my nephew's birthday party. I'm such a good aunt. That's how good of an aunt I am. And it was so much fun. I just want to tell you guys it was great. I miss my family a lot, even though they're we're not the same politically, but I love my family. And yeah, my nephew's not political at all. Like, I'm not saying he is. He's only 10. But it was a pool party, and the only vegan food they had for me was fruit, and that's enough. Everything else wasn't vegan, but I had such a great time. I swam in the pool for an hour. Their house has a park, and then that park has a pool, so it was great. It was so much fun. I wore so much sunscreen. I think I wore like 2 layers of Neutrogena ultra sheer sunscreen and did not get burned in the Arizona sun. And it actually wasn't that hot in Arizona. It was only a nice 101 degrees. Not too bad. But I'm really glad there was a pool at this birthday party since we were outside, because like I feel bad for the people who didn't swim because they were hot. I was like hot in shorts and a tank top when I arrived, and then I went swimming, and then it was like Southern California. This is probably like what, 75 degrees right now, maybe 79 degrees. I felt like this. I swam with my niece, and anytime I get to swim with my family is like so precious, because I don't live over there. And I was just like looking around, like just so happy I got to go to my nephew's birthday party and be there. And he had the best cake. He had like a Tim Burton sea cake, like a ocean cake. But it was like black decorations, but like blue water. It was really cool. I think his mom made it. It's kind of like mermaid looking. His birthday party was dude themed, so he wanted Roblox gift cards. Fortnite gift cards. I got him a Fortnite gift card from Fry's Marketplace in Arizona. I was out. I took the bus over there I didn't bring my car. I didn't want to rent a car, so I took the bus. Flew to Arizona, and for like a $60 flight because I had points, and it was Southwest. And I was at Fry's Marketplace. I thought about getting my nephew like a tiny Atari. Like they have little tiny I saw it at the airport first, and that gave me an idea. They have tiny arcade games that are like the size of your hand that you can play like Pac-Man on and stuff. And then I was on Amazon, and they have like a tiny Atari TV, Atari console, Atari remote control for the console. So tiny, like Barbie sized, and you can still, and it works. Thought about getting that for him, but he specifically said what he wanted for his birthday, and I don't want to like get creative and veer off from that, because as a kid, I told my family what I wanted, and they would get me like a stapler. So one year I wanted, no, for like 5 years I wanted an American Girl doll, and all my parents got me was a doll, but like a doll I couldn't play with. They got me a porcelain doll 3 or 4 times. So I was like, I need to get my nephew what he wants. I don't want to like play this game of like, oh, I know it's better. Like, you want that? Well, I know it's better for you. I should get you something else. Plus, his gift. So like if I gotten him the Pac-Man, the little mini arcade Pac-Man, or the little Atari set, he'd probably be like, what is this game, first of all? Or like the little Galaga. He would have been like, what is this? But that was like 20 to 30 bucks to get in that. So I was at Fry's Marketplace, and I saw the Fortnite gift card for like $8, and I was just like, I cannot skip this. This is a good deal. This is like $8. It's not taking too much out of my pocket, and it's what he wants. So it gives him like 1,000 points in the store or something like that. So I got him that, and he got a new Xbox for his birthday, because I guess his other one didn't work that well. But my parents got him clothes, which is, I guess, always helpful. But growing up, my parents were just like all about not getting people what they want. So I don't want to like carry on that tradition. And I know financially some people can't get what people want. But I don't want to teach my niece and nephew that like, oh, if you ask for what you want, you're not going to get it. Like, I don't want to teach them that. I want them to know that if they speak up, because basically I would ask for what I wanted for Christmas, and then usually wouldn't get it. And maybe that porcelain doll was not American Girl doll, but I know it's like in the vicinity of like what they want or what I asked for. I get it. That's kind of like something they could probably afford to get me. But if you think about all the porcelain dolls my parents bought, by the way, 4 of them together, they could have just like held off for a few years and just gotten me the American Girl doll for like $100. Instead of buying these like $20 porcelain dolls. 20 times 4 is like 80. They're really close to getting me an American Girl doll. I would have waited years to get it. But yeah, so me not getting, this is weird probably, I don't know if you guys can relate, but me not getting what I wanted for Christmas taught me to just not speak up about what I want ever, and never tell anyone, like let people guess what I want, like never. It taught me to like not be direct with people and communicate. It did not teach me to communicate well. I communicate well, but when it's what I want, I'm scared to tell people what I want. So that's what it teaches you, and I don't want my niece and nephew to learn like, oh, I guess I better just keep quiet about what I want, I better just never speak up, and then one day just blow up on people because they never listened to me because I just was afraid to speak up because I never spoke up anyway. Like, yeah. Anyways, I had to get that off my chest because that's really important to me. If my nephew ever watches this podcast, I just want him to know, well, I got him what he wanted for his birthday, because it sucks when you don't get what you want. It teaches you bad life skills when you don't get what you want. I mean, it can teach you bad life skills to get everything you want as well, but if you're afraid to, it teaches you bad communication life skills. Tostada. I opened this up. We're going through some of the stuff we went through last time. This is, again, more jokes I haven't told. Whatever the title of the other one was. I like, growing up, I like the Scary Stories series in the library, like More Scary Stories or Scary Stories 1 and then More Scary Stories. So I'm adding more to the title of this one. Okay, I'm just gonna like start with page 1. Same book from last time, but I'm gonna make sure not to read the ones from last time. For some reason in here I do have a Band-Aid in my notebook for my old jokes. This is, if you didn't watch Jokes I Never Tell, in the first version of this podcast episode concept. So I'm going over a notebook that I started around 2015, I'd say 2016. I had all these like notes in here, random notes, and I finally put it into like a notebook that I got at Target. In a notebook, put it in here. So I was working on converting all the jokes into like categories in here. So I went through the notebook, like every 15 pages I made a new category. Like one category might be one-liners, one might be holidays, one might be murder, because I know murderers, and one might be pop culture. So it's kind of like a notebook divided up. I never really finished it, but there is a lot of stuff in here. And then I eventually just moved to my phone, so we'll go over stuff on my phone. But I would say some of these are from 2016. So if they're not good, I mean, that's why. That is why. So here's the first page of this yellow notebook called I'm calling Tostada, because there's a note. Oh. Okay, stop. Lucy, she's hitting the... Lucy, no. No. Here, don't hit the tripod. Go. All right, she wants me to play with her because I'm out here. It's hard. She can go in at any time though. Maybe I'll signal for her to go in. I have someone helping. Okay. First is first joke in this book, in the yellow book. What do you get when ... What do you get? So this is a category called what do you get when? Okay, I made up a category. Okay, what do you get when you cross a drumstick with a cat? A YouTube video. Okay, yeah. Again, this is April 2016, writing this. I was 31. What do you get when you cross a drumstick with a cat? A cat that can play drums and 1 million views. Okay, so that's also YouTube. That's a different YouTube one. The first thing I wrote in here is not good. It's more like, you ever seen those YouTube videos? I have not seen them, but I've heard of YouTube videos where people harm animals. That's the first thing I wrote in here, was like someone harming a cat and then a jail sentence. I was afraid to read that on here just now because I was like, I don't know. I don't want this video to get taken down. All right. Here's another one. What do you get when you cross a steam with a tambourine? I think I meant to say steam engine. What do you get when you cross a steam engine with a tambourine? Bob Dylan on a runaway train. Ooh, pretty good. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I think I get it. Bob Dylan on a runaway train. Steam engine. What else can we add to this? What can we add to this right now if we were to add it in 2025? What do you get when you cross a steam engine with a tambourine? A broken tambourine. An obliterated tambourine. Nothing isn't surviving a steam engine. You put a tambourine on the tracks, it's gone. If the wind doesn't blow it away first. Like, that'd have to be a really strong wind, probably. Lucy likes it. I don't know if she likes it. She's just panting and looks really happy. This dog is amazing. She tires herself out. She's a great dog. Okay, what do you get when you cross a fire with Coachella? Now this is before, I'm thinking of Fire Festival, like the documentary about Fire Festival and all the bad stuff that happened. The scam festival. I thought of that immediately, but this is 2016, so like I didn't know about Fire Festival back then. So I immediately thought of that though. But anyways. Okay, what do you get when you cross a fire with Coachella? A hipster on fire. Does that still hold up? I think so. Maybe we can add one. What do you get when you cross a fire with Coachella? Burning Man? Ah, okay. I like that. Like, sometimes you just know when a joke hits. Like, I don't know if that was good, but like when you say something that's right and lines up with everything in the setup, it like hits you. Like, you know when you've done good, because it like, this little dun happens in your mind, like dun. Okay. Kind of like when you know you've said something really politically correct. You know it's gonna resonate with everyone. That's probably how a lot of people who give opinions and everyone takes them as facts, that's probably how they feel as well. They feel like they're correct all the time. Okay, What do you get when you cross a brass school instrument with a racist? Okay, a trumpet. This is one I have kept. I have said this one in public. That one's good. I don't know if you laughed, but it gets laughs. It's my only political joke in here, probably. One of maybe two. I don't have a lot of political jokes, but just a lot of political things to say. A lot of opinions that I want people to take as facts. That's what I have a lot of. Okay, here's a category called work. This is what I wrote. This isn't even a joke. It says, thank you for calling. Oh, I worked at PayPal at this time. This is the work category. Thank you for calling blank. So you can actually get a piece of paper if you have one, or get your phone out. Oh, you're probably watching on your phone. Anyways, go to the Notes app while you're watching this. Write this down. Thank you for calling blank. And by the way, comma, today's my last day. So I'm gonna tell you what I really think of you. Like, I thought that was a joke. And then you give examples. Like, I don't know what this is. Is this a format I followed in this section? Because it doesn't look like I did. Like, for me, when I worked at PayPal, I would have been like, thank you for calling PayPal. And by the way, today's my last day, so I'm going to tell you what I really think of you. You don't deserve to have that late fee waived. For the 5th time, quit calling. We did it for you once. We would waive. Here's the thing about credit card companies. They will waive a late fee for you at least once, okay? So ask. Car insurance companies? No. They won't. Not Geico. Maybe Progressive, but Geico will not waive shit for you. They will not waive anything for you. Even if you've been a customer for 10 years, they won't. Because apparently, this is what my dad said. This is my dad's theory. If they have to waive a late fee for you, it causes everyone's insurance rates to go up in the whole town or something like that. I don't know if that's true. But you think they would, right? Because you're spending so much money every 6 months with them. I'm eating red bean. You gotta get red bean in your bobas, guys. More protein, especially if you're a protein nut. Okay. Oh, this is one of my favorite things. I think I did a YouTube video about this. If you look up my YouTube videos from on this channel that you're watching it from, if you look up a video from like 2016, I probably did something like this, like a little sketch, but customers who dial with their face while you're talking to them might either be getting so I'm not gonna say this word. I can't say it. It's graped. It's graped. But it's not graped. Okay. They might be getting graped. I don't know why. Again, this is 2016 April. I don't know. Or falling asleep. Maybe they own a popular business. And when the newspaper interviews them by phone, the beep sounds also get printed in the article. That'd be so funny. Yeah, so at PayPal, I'd have people like, I think they were older people, like in their 70s or something, or 80s. Lucy, come on, stop. No. She keeps hitting the tripod. Sorry, guys. I had people, no, go. You can get it. So people would like dial with their face. Like, I'd be helping them get a late fee waived at PayPal Credit, and I'd suddenly hear like beep, beep, or while they're searching on the internet for a website, just like beep, beep. I thought it was so funny. But I thought it'd be funny if you're a celebrity who, maybe you're like an 80-year-old celebrity, you're doing an interview with Vogue on the phone or something, or like a newspaper on the phone, New York Times on the phone, and then you're just suddenly like a lot of beepings happening because your face is like hitting the dial pad, and then they just print it. It's like, oh, I'm a famous movie star. My name is Hillary Grade, and I've been acting for 20 years, and I'm in a new movie called You Know What's Up. And I had a great time starring in it, and then beep, beep. And I loved working with beep, beep. And they just like print all that in the article. I thought that'd be funny. But maybe it's just me. I think that's funny. Okay. Here's one for work. Parents My mom once said I was an F up, F-U-C-K up, when I lost my first job at GNC because I returned an item at the wrong price or something in 2003. And when my mom lost her job at Intel 10 years ago, I called her an F up as well. I think that's still a good joke because it's so personal. Yeah, my mom and dad had like a family meeting, and my mom just screams out. Like, I went to GNC that day. I could just walk there. There's an Albertsons by us. It was in the Albertsons shopping center, and it was like just a block away, block and a half. I could walk there. I remember leaving for work and then coming back right away, and my parents were like, I think my parents didn't even question why I came back, but I told them. And then I said, oh, I just got fired from GNC. And then my dad's like, family meeting. And we sat on the couch. And my mom, I don't think she meant to say I was an F up, but my dad wants her to have his back. He puts a lot of pressure on people to be angry for him instead of him being angry, which leads to people being angry and they don't know why when that happens. Like, my dad is like the disciplinarian, but he kind of does it through other people, which is really weird. He's kind of like Trump, yeah. Well, this is the cutest thing ever. Lucy has her butt in a bush. Oh my god, it's so cute. Imagine like a dog tail in a bush and her tail's wagging. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Ah! My brain's exploding right now. Can I show you guys? Hold on. She's so cute. She turned around, but you see her butt? I mean, she had her tail like above the bush, but now she's turned around. It was so cute. Am I the only one who thinks she's cute? I bet. You guys have dogs, probably. I don't have my own dogs. They're my parents' dogs. Or they're dogs I dog sit. Okay, so yeah, my mom was like a disciplinarian through my dad. So when she said I was an F up, I don't think she meant it. I think she's just trying to show my dad, like, hey, I have your back on disciplining our kids. Like, look at me. Because, like, my mom is, like, I think between me and my brother, mom is our favorite. So we just never think bad of her. She's always the best. But she will become a bully for my dad. And then we're like, this isn't you. You know, why are you trying to be a bully? But my dad would say something like, back me up here. He says that a lot. He used to say that a lot when I was younger. And that is why I'm not married, guys. That is why I'm not married. Okay. God, did I say this in the first episode? I did work at GNC when I was 19, and it was really great. My manager smoked outside the store to attract more customers. I think I said that joke in the other episode called Jokes I Never Tell in this season 2 of this podcast. Oh, speaking of work, I did lose my voice while at work a couple times. I worked at PayPal at the call center for PayPal Credit and Bill Me Later. It used to be called Bill Me Later. I worked there for about 6 years. A little over 6 years. Yeah. Maybe like 6 years and 5 months. But here's what I wrote. I lost my voice recently. Kind of bites because I work at a call center. Call centers usually have hip, young adults working there. But since I have this voice, why not use it? Could you imagine if old people worked at call centers? Hello? Hello? I don't know. I knew what this joke was. I know. This joke went really well in Phoenix at a comedy show run by Matt Stores, I think. He's a comedian who's now in like Rhode Island or Connecticut. I forget where he moved to. Joyzy? I don't know where he's somewhere about over there. But yeah, I remember telling this joke, and I think it's not exactly how I did it on stage, but I remember getting a lot of laughs. And even my boyfriend at the time was like, yeah, that was a great joke. You gotta like keep doing that. I don't know. I wish I could remember. I never recorded that set. This is, oh, if old people worked at call centers. Yeah, so like if they worked at call centers and they had hearing problems, like why would an old person work at a call center? They'd be like, hello? You know, like you couldn't hear them. So I just did that a bunch of times on stage and they laughed. It's Arizona. A lot of retired people there. It wasn't like, what was, I forget the retirement communities in Arizona. It's like Superstition Springs has older people, like Gold Canyon and Sun City. And maybe Surprise has a lot of retired people. Even like, I'm in Beverly Hills right now and like a lot of old people here too. Okay, so, oh, here's something that's explained. Here's why, I used to have a joke that would talk about this. So I used to like work at PayPal. I'd work on movie sets. I'd work on films, like commercial sets. And then I'd work at, once or twice I worked at like, where people set up a little, kind of like a Costco food sample, but it was like outside at Wildlife World Zoo. And we were giving these away for like iHeartRadio, like little promotional. I used to be kind of like doing promotions for a little bit. So I was at the Wildlife World Zoo in Phoenix selling Band-Aids today to all the weary walkers. These aren't just any Band-Aids though. They cover your whole foot. So they're basically socks. Anti-blister socks that are Band-Aids. I sold them to an older couple and they were so grateful. They had trekked through the dangers of the completely safe safari world, which is Wildlife World Zoo, and survived the wilds of the Arctic sea otter food court and the lazy bunny trail to give me this in exchange for saving their lives. They gave me a coupon for a free cremation. They really did, guys. This really happened. It's a $200 value, so probably going to sell it on eBay to pay rent, or wait till I die so my parents can sell it on eBay to pay my remaining rent. I'm broke. I think I was broke at the time. Yeah, I'm not now, but I was. Yeah, I think somebody, I think this actually happened. I gave this to someone and then he gave me a coupon for a free cremation. Or I got a free cremation in the mail at my duplex where I lived at the time. And then I added that to the joke. I don't know. But I really did get a coupon for a free cremation. And I'm like, when can I use this? Maybe soon. I don't know. I got it in 2016 though, so obviously it's probably expired. But if you send out free cremation coupons, you need to make sure they're good for about 50 years. You gotta give them time. Like, you gotta set that coupon's expiration date for a long time from now because you just never know when they're gonna come in and use it. You just never know. You never know when someone's gonna go. You never know. Here's another one about work. My work has professional Kleenex. What the F are professional Kleenex? What the F is a non-professional Kleenex? Do they come with allergies, tuberculosis, crayons, actual bears? Obviously, I was getting silly with this one. I went from things that make sense to a non-professional Kleenex. They come with allergies, they come with tuberculosis, they come with asthma, they come with COVID. Gotta add that in there now if I were to edit it now. Who's someone non-professional? They come with, what's unprofessional? They come with sexual assault. There we go. So, my work has professional Kleenex. What the F is a non-professional Kleenex? It comes with allergies, tuberculosis, COVID, and sexual assault. Yeah, there you go. What else is not professional? Well, when someone says you're unprofessional, what do you think of? I think of just someone who's like, "Ugh." I'm like, "Ugh." I just think of someone who's like, "Ugh." Putting my foot in the shot. I'm gonna make a clip out of this probably. So in case I do, I'm unprofessional. So okay, I like editing old jokes too as I go through these. My work has professional Kleenex. What the F are those? What the F are non-professional Kleenex? Let's start over. My work has professional Kleenex. What the F is a non-professional Kleenex? Do they come with allergies, tuberculosis, COVID? Do they do this everywhere? I'm unprofessional. An unprofessional Kleenex to me would be tie-dye. Oh, they'd have tattoos, huh? An unprofessional Kleenex would have tattoos. Like, technically, that's very mean. That's not accurate. But, you know, when you want to look professional, you like cover up your tattoos and stuff. I think when someone wants to look professional, they wear a suit. They cover up their tattoos. Yeah. Even with makeup. Yeah. But yeah, I think like an unprofessional Kleenex would look like this. Just like, whoa, am I gonna get stained with that? Like, would you blow your nose with a Kleenex that looked like tie-dye? Would you? You'd be like, oh, is it gonna end up on my face? Doesn't look clean. Like, you don't know where this has been. This is clean. I washed it, but you don't know where this has been. I'm gonna move her ball. Ooh. That's fun. Okay, it's by my tripod right now, and she starts, for some reason, moving. The ball is by my tripod, and for some reason, she'll start moving my tripod instead of the ball, which is weird.
Get it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're so cute. Go. Oh. She put the ball on my chair just so it would roll off.
Get it.
Now she thinks I'm playing with her. I'm trying to do my podcast. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else in this book. I thought I was gonna go to my phone, but I might do a third episode of this, guys. This is really a joy for me to do, if you can't tell. I don't know if you're enjoying it, but I'm glad Lucy's here. It's making it an interesting episode. Oh, here's my single jokes. Let's go over that. Yeah, I think I might do a third episode of this. I'm really enjoying it. I just love, can you tell I love comedy? I don't know if any of this has made you laugh, but can you tell my face is all happy? It's right there. Get it. I like this dog. And she keeps herself busy. It's so cute. Okay, single. Very. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever read any of these in the other episode. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I apologize if I did, but why not do it again? Okay. Okay, the category is called single very. Okay, so I don't have cats. Pet deposit be too high, but I do paint pictures of cats and hang them up all over my walls. Cat lady picture. Apparently I was gonna hold up a cat lady picture. My termites are even welcome as pets. I swear I've probably gone over this joke in the other episode, jokes I never tell. Did I tell you? I think I told you guys I did have like a daddy long legs in my first apartment, and I made friends with it, and that was my pet. No pet deposit needed. Termites are even welcome as pets in my place. No pet deposit, just a high cost of getting rid of them when they start multiplying. Here's another one. I don't have pets. Pet deposit too high. But if a spider or roach shows up, they are my new pet. Okay, I'm pretty sure I read this. I apologize if you watched the other episode. Here's one about being single. I love my Sonicare toothbrush, but living alone in a duplex as I do, I'm pretty sure my neighbors know I'm single and just think I'm using my vibrator in the bathroom to brush my teeth every night. I swear I probably read that joke in the last episode. Let's find one I may not have read. I'm just wasting your time at this point. Oh, I just bought some new feminine hygiene products. The packaging says they're infused with baby powder, chamomile, and vanilla, and they're not lying. I love my period, and I'm still single. Attract men with pads, the smell of your pad. Yeah, I bought some feminine hygiene products, and I thought it'd be funny because I think like men like the smell of vanilla, some of them. I've just read that online. Like men are so simple. They like the smell of vanilla. Yeah, they don't like all the foo-foo stuff. If you're a man who does, you know, you're probably gay. But like, I think like straight men like the smell of vanilla and maybe cigars or something. Who cares what they like? But that's just something I read when I was younger. But yeah, it'd be interesting if I were to rewrite this, I'd be like, I kind of wrote it here though, but like, Hey, new Tampax tampons. Infused with the smell of vanilla. Attract men with your tampon. And and a UTI. Yeah, like, now that I'm like 40, I mean, any scent is gonna give me a UTI. If there's anything with a scent, like if I get caressed and it has lavender and chamomile or chamomile, I'm saying chamomile to be fine. Chamomile. I know I'm getting a UTI, so now I buy like Dove 0% anything. Like, there's Dove with no scent, but that one still has a scent. You have to go on Amazon and get the one with like 0% anything, because I don't want another UTI. I'm not taking Bactrim. I am not taking that. Bactrim gets rid of it, but I've had friends who have taken it and it caused other issues, so I'm not taking that. No. I get Cetaphil body wash, but even that has a scent. She's like trimming the bushes over here with her teeth. What are you doing? You can do it.
Get it. You can do it.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's doing too much though. She doesn't need any of us. She doesn't need me to walk her. She tires herself out. You got allergies? I love you, Lucy. You're so cute. My parents have a dog named Lucy too, but they both have their own personalities. I used to think I was gonna get them confused. I was like, how dare there be another dog named Lucy? But she's totally different. They both love the ball. Okay, get your ball. Quit moving my tripod. She put her ball by my tripod. Oh, it's over here now. Where is it? Where's your ball? Get it. Lucy, what are you doing? Her eyes are so cute. Out of the chair. She's just hoping I'll like pay attention to her. It's so cute. I'm not here dog sitting either, so that's good. Okay. I can't believe how she's dodged my tripod this whole time, except a few times when she's hit it. Stop it. No. Go. I'm almost done. We're almost wrapping up here. Go. Go. I hope you guys don't think I hate dogs. I don't want to yell at a dog on. I don't really yell at anyone. I don't like yelling. Anyways, yeah, so that's that about whatever I just read. Whatever joke that was. Okay, I watch a lot of Shirley Temple movies because I'm single and that's what we do. I love all of them except the ones where she's dressed Asian, Russian, Swedish, Mexican, Canadian, Native American, and one time Shirley Temple did blackface. Yikes. That is one super racist little 4-year-old. They started them so young back then and still do. Yeah, I think they still start them young on the racism, don't they? Don't they? You know the political climate right now. Yeah, you know. Some of you know. Some of you don't understand. It's okay. This one of these became a joke. I don't know if I want to read it. It became an actual joke that was quite a success. That I was getting booked on shows in like 2017 for. Oh, I had some trouble paying rent recently. Now, this is not right now. This is 2020. This is like 2015, I think. I had trouble paying rent, even though I worked at PayPal. Okay. I had some trouble paying rent recently. Also because I lived alone, and that's kind of tough to live alone and pay rent. But, you are your only income. There's no other roommates or anything. So I had some trouble paying rent recently. So I resorted to becoming a hoe. WHORE of vegan baked goods and gluten-free baked goods. I have some in a bicycle basket after the show. If you'd like to purchase, let me know. Okay, so I was really desperate back then. I did not bring baked goods to comedy shows back then to sell, but I probably should have. Because I used to actually, to help pay rent, I would like to make vegan gluten-free donuts, the Erin McKenna recipe. If you want to make vegan gluten-free donuts in your house that are baked and not fried, look up Erin McKenna's recipe of she has a cafe out here, but I didn't live out here at the time in LA. She has a place in Larchmont and maybe Montana Avenue. But I used to make her donuts because I wasn't in LA. I had to make them in Arizona, and I would sell them, and then I would ask people to pay whatever they wanted, and they would just pay $25 for a dozen of donuts. But it would take me like 2 or 3 hours to make, so like really wasn't worth it. I also sold gluten-free vegan pizzas with faces on them. I would put the vegetables in the shape of a face. People paid $25 for that too, but it just wasn't like, for how long it took to make it, it just really wasn't worth the price. I would say that's a high price to pay. Like, it's almost like I was selling them at 20, 25 prices back then. It took me a while to make though. Okay. I do not make anywhere near enough to pay my bills, but every month they are magically paid for. I read enough Disney princess books as a kid, like Cinderella, to know where magic comes from. And that is how this makes sense. Okay, that's what I wrote. I don't know. A Papa John's delivery guy pulled up next to my car at a red light. He said he had smoke coming out of his windows. I immediately called Papa John's and ordered pizza. I'm now the proud owner of a pizza vape. That really happened. Actually, I think I was in Tucson or something, and I saw a guy whose like car was just full of smoke, and he was obviously like smoking something in his car, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's the inspiration for that joke. There's just a guy's car full of smoke, and I really wrote this joke before vaping was popular. I'm pretty proud of myself. Well, yeah, I think I'll do another episode of this. I really enjoy reading old jokes and maybe trying to like, I don't know, make them better while I'm talking to you. I never know what I'm going to read, so this is great. Oh, I have a viewer question. It's from Roy again. He had sent me a few questions, and I thought I'd answer them one each episode. I had allergies, by the way. So viewer question from Roy again, my friend Roy in Arizona. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be, April? I think the song, so many. If I'm gonna listen to a song the rest of my life, it's gotta be happy. So it'd be Over the Mountains by Isley. Because it's kind of magical, and Over the Mountains by Isley is definitely a good road trip song, or if you're gonna be like going through mountains, literally, or if you're gonna be around mountains, or if you're just like, it's a good driving song. I think when I first heard it, I was driving to New Mexico for Thanksgiving with my parents, and I listened to it we drove from Arizona to like Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I listened to it the whole time, and it was so fun. I would probably listen to it on the Hollywood Hills and drive Mulholland Drive, but something relaxing. Mulholland's kind of hectic to drive, actually. Yeah, I like that song. I guess it would be Over the Mountains by Isley. I was gonna say Da Da Da, that song from the old Volkswagen commercials. Da Da Da. Because I think if you're gonna choose a song for the rest of your life to listen to, I just really think it's gotta be like in between happy and sad. It's gotta be kind of like happy, kind of reflective. I love reflective songs. Aren't all songs reflective? I mean like Explosions in the Sky type reflective, I guess. That's another band I like. So thank you, Roy Loves Wine and Movies, for asking that question. I have some, I had an outline in here for my podcast, but you know, old jokes are way more important to talk about, and Lucy's ball is way more important to talk about too. She's really tiring herself out. Wow. All right, so I have some comedy shows coming up. I have you're watching this podcast on a Sunday. I have a show tonight. If you're in LA, at the Comedy Chateau, the most prestigious comedy club in all the land of Los Angeles, the one that all of the celebrities flock to and all of the famous comedians flock to perform at. it never has anyone you've never heard of performing at their shows. It's called Dumb Blonde, and it's hosted by she works for Comedy Chateau now. It's hosted by Emily May, and oh my gosh, she's the best. Her family's the best. I said it the last episode, I love them. I always hug them. They feel like my own family. When I see her family, I'm like, oh, it's almost like my family's here. So, Dumb Blonde is September 14th, which is today while you're watching this podcast. It's tonight. It's Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. if you want to go. And then I have a comedy show also at Comedy Chateau on October 3rd. And it's called Friday Night Live, if you look up that one. And then I have a show at the Tribal Cafe in LA on October 22nd called The Val Show, VAL, like Val Kilmer. It's his show. I'm just kidding. It's a woman named Valerie. She's really nice. I got recommended for her show from my friend Ron. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Val, for putting me up. I'm trying to get booked on some shows at in Phoenix. I think there's one in development. I might have a show in Phoenix because I'm there September 19th through the 30th. So if you're booking a show in Phoenix and you've been watching this podcast, you've been watching my clips, definitely book me. I will be there. But yeah. And if you missed any of this, if you want to know, because I might have some shows, after this episode that get added. So if you go to aprilwalterscheid.com, you can look at my comedy shows. You can also sign up for my email list so that you don't have to guess when my comedy shows are. I will email you when I have comedy shows. That way you don't have to make any effort to find out at all. You just get an email from me like a week before when I have a comedy show, and sometimes 3 days before I have a comedy show I let you know. So if you want to just like coast and not ever look up my shows, sign up for my email list because I will let you know when I have a show in your town. You can be in Pittsburgh, you can be wherever. I will let you know when I have a show. But thank you guys for watching. No Spring Chicken with April Walterscheid. I almost forgot the name of my podcast. No Spring Chicken with April Walterscheid. And send in your questions if you have a viewer question. And subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, April Walterscheid YouTube channel. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Until next time, bye.